Well, hello and welcome to another video by Financial Learning. On today's video, we're going to be looking at two more of CleanSpark Inc.'s data centers. They're currently being used for Bitcoin mining, but are they capable and compatible to be able to go to HPC AI? We'll jump in together and we're going to continue with the state of Tennessee. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, and we will be looking at two more cities here in the state of Tennessee, Jellico and Oneida. These are two more sites that CleanSpark did pick up. I was able to find one of these pretty easily, and the other one I had to do quite a bit of digging. It's changed ownership quite a few times, so let's jump straight into Jellico. All right. And in the city of Jellico, it is actually part of Campbell County. So Campbell County has these two sites on the property appraiser side here. They are both owned by CSRE Properties Tennessee LLC. And you can see owner two is listed as CleanSpark Inc. So this was pretty easy to find if you were doing this property search. And you can see one of the sites is pretty much undeveloped while the other one has a pretty good amount of gravel dug up and some infrastructure in place. And I was able to actually get a street view of the one on the top right. And you can see there's actually two long images here. And those are actually from the same site, just at slightly different angles. And they are all air cooled ASICs here. And then you can see here that the undeveloped land is about 5.65 acres and the developed side is about 6.81. So together, we're looking at a little over 12 acres of land with plenty of room to continue development. So I think this is a pretty good location. And if we look at the amount of fiber in the area, again, we are looking at the business side of the fiber offerings, and we are looking at the highest speed for download and upload times. And it does have 100% coverage here at this specific site here in Jellico. So overall, pretty good sites here for CleanSpark. If they do choose to switch over to HPC or I don't see any problems. This would be an excellent choice. I do believe it is pretty close to one of the metropolitan areas. So let me know your thoughts about this site, and we will jump into the next site. But before we do, just want to kind of point out the specific street address in case you're interested. It is 131 Douglas Lane here in Jellico, Tennessee. Arch lending is redefining the way people access financial solutions. Don't want to get hit with high sales tax or missed opportunity with a sale of your crypto? Consider a crypto loan. At Arch Lending, your assets remain untouched. They stay secure. And as a US based company, they stay within all the compliance of most US states and also international jurisdictions. With a loan to value ratio up to 60%, an interest rate starting at 9.5%, go ahead and open up your crypto back loan. Use promo code EH_50 off to get started, or click the link in the description of this video. All right, and in the city of Oneida, I was unable to find the exact address for this facility, but I do have some other specifications. I think it's worthwhile, and based on the imagery, I think I was able to find this location. So starting at the top left, you can see this Oneida, Tennessee site. It was owned by actually Prime Block. However, this specific presentation came from a 10x venture capital and it was from an SEC filing. But this is a 10 megawatt site here in Oneida, Tennessee. And this specific image was back in September of 2021. So pretty old. Since then, the company did get purchased by Exponential Digital and then got sold off to CleanSpark back in 2024. So that is the difficult thing with some of these crypto sites. They do switch ownership quite a bit. It is almost like the biggest fish just continues to swallow up the little fish. So it is something that did happen here in Tennessee on multiple sites. So just want to point out this specific site, 10 megawatts, and you can see it does form this horseshoe type shape here. And when I did search the city of Oneida on the property appraiser site using satellite imagery, I was able to find a location that did look fairly similar to this rendering here on the top right. You can see the only issue is it is not owned by Prime Block or Exponential Digital or CleanSpark. It is owned by a different company. So unless they are leasing this property, it's the only thing I could come up with. I was not able to find any documentation online. However, we know that it is a 10 megawatt site. And then looking at the city of Oneida, you can see at the bottom left, they have 100% coverage in almost every area in the city, and it is that business type service with the fastest fiber possible. So again, pretty good site here for CleanSpark. If they wanted to convert it over, it's about 2 acres worth of property. They could definitely convert this over into HPC. All right, and that about wraps up for me, folks. Hope you enjoyed this quick update on some more of CleanSpark sites. Both of these sites have pretty good HPC potential, in my opinion. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think about these Tennessee sites for CleanSpark. If you enjoyed it, definitely drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts about that as well. And with all that said, hope you all have a great rest of your day. Keep calm, hash on, and I'll see you on the next one.